No, again, brilliant to meet everyone today. Again, just having a quick look at the chat. So we'll catch up on the questions as we go through. So again, yeah, we've got a few slides to run through today, so we get straight into it, and then we're going to go and do some practical, using some tools that we use today and how we use them to get the best out of them. I can show you some results as well from websites that we're using AI content on. If we're talking about content, we use AI for data analytics. So it sounds very, very fancy, but AI is incredible for crunching numbers from finance to Google Analytics. We'll have a little look at that. And we'll talk about video and imaging as well, but also, please, as Colin said, just let's the questions flow so we get this to be as useful as possible for you. So when we look at AI, it's good, but it's definitely not perfect. And all the images in this slide deck are created by using AI, including the ones with the text on them. And we're going to have a look at how to make these images in a few slides. Why we look at AI and using it in our business, of course, it's very innovative. It can save a lot of money, and we can scale what we're doing and do things that we don't know how to do. So that's one of the big reasons why I would use it personally. We can even introduce personalization into our marketing. For example, we're sending out a lot of cold emails at the moment, and what we do is, well, what AI does, it connects, it looks up a person online. It uses ChatGPT to write a personal message to that person and then sends them a very bespoke cold email about their business, offering a solution to maybe a problem they have. So again, you can personalize your marketing using AI and automation. Again, if you want to look at that, we can do that as well. Definitely can improve productivity. It can help with customer service and help answering questions, and we'll have a look at that. It can actually help you improve your products and services, even by asking it. If you've got sales pages or products or services you've developed, adding them into an AI and asking it questions. How could I improve this? What's the pros and cons? Do you think this would work? You'd be amazed at how intelligent the replies can be. And then, of course, you've got automation, which again we'll have a look at. So that's using AI plus automation to scale, and it feels like you've got 6 people doing one person's job. So which is really brilliant. And none of this is very technical, which is great. I am not a technical person, so none of this is very hard to do. I had a quick look at some stats, and it was very interesting to see that, and I'm not overly surprised, not a lot of small businesses in the UK, and I can imagine not a lot of small businesses in Northern Ireland, are using AI every single day in their business. So it's not a big surprise that that is the case. In the US, they are definitely miles ahead, and it's integrated into everything we do. So hopefully today we can change that a little bit, and you will become one of the converted. The US and external markets do have an unfair advantage because they have, for example, Meta, which is Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger. It has fully AI rolled out in their platforms all around the world, except in the EU and the UK. And the reasons for that is that the EU courts are not happy with the privacy laws around AI, and that's something we'll definitely talk about. But our American customers, if you're dealing with any customers internationally, they are going to be living and breathing AI every day. And these are 2 GIFs from Facebook. So you can see there's an ad for a guitar player on the left, and underneath it, the AI, the Meta AI is prompting, would you like to learn how to play a song, and so on. So you can see how intelligent it gets. And then you've got on the right Meta in the chat. And you can see, again, you can actually type and create live images within WhatsApp. It's quite amazing to try it. So if you're ever outside of the UK or Europe before we get it, you'll have some fun with that. But our international friends are using this every day. So they are definitely becoming very used to AI in their daily lives. But we'll see when it comes. Globally, interest in AI, we thought it would patter off. This is only this week. It's still so hot. So this is definitely not a fad. It's definitely getting hotter, it feels. It's unbelievable. So again, yeah, how can we use AI in our business? That's the key thing. Where we are, because we're obviously a digital agency, we can see AI building websites today. We can see incredible content being created. We see AI in social media and creating content, repurposing content, running ads on social networks as well. And we can see AI and use AI in our customer service now as well, video and podcasts as well. So they're all the areas that we would use AI today, and that is how we would build a business in 2024. You don't need a team of 30 to do everything, which again in 2023 we did. You could do this. One person with a little bit of knowledge of AI can do the equivalent information, which is incredible. There's a couple of limitations around AI, of course. Where's all this data going? Who's getting this data? Where is it going? What do these companies do with our data? And that's one of the reasons why Meta isn't here yet. The European Union is not happy with what they're saying that they're going to do with the data. A lot of the data has been used to train AI to make them more intelligent, which is good and bad, of course. Security as well, where's all our information going? And then that actually leads into other issues around cybersecurity, and then the volume of scamming and scam emails we're getting. It's only going to get smarter, and there's more risk for us. I've never seen so many intelligent scam emails coming in now, and they're using obviously social media platforms, so that's going to get tough. But AI, no matter what happens, I think it's going to be very bad at emotional intelligence, which is basically dealing with issues with, say, a customer with your team. So that's where AI is just not going to be able to help. So there are things we need to be aware of. One thing around privacy and security that you can protect yourself about is if you are using an AI for free, generally that AI, in the terms and conditions, you're given the permission to use your data to train its algorithm. So if you're using it for free and not paying, then generally that company is going to use your data to train their AI. So that's the price you're paying. Same as Facebook's been doing for years and LinkedIn are doing, that's the price we pay. Generally, if you pay, that introduces terms and conditions where your data is kept within that ecosystem. It's not shared into the mass volume of data. And again, it shouldn't be that big a deal if you're just writing content, but if you're asking HR questions or things like that, then maybe it gets a little bit more sensitive. So again, just to bear that in mind. So if someone in your business is using free ChatGPT, ideally they're not putting up salaries and things like that into it, because again, it has Amazon, for example, is the most famous one I've seen, where they had their finances leaked through ChatGPT. Amazon this week, I think, 4th of September, has launched, you may have already seen this, a new AI shopping assistant called Rufus. So Rufus was the name of the first dog in the office of Amazon 100 years ago. And basically that's the name of their AI. So when you open the Amazon app already in the UK, you'll see Rufus in the bottom corner. And when you're looking at a product and saying, right, okay, I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not, Rufus is going to be jumping up to try and convince you to purchase. So it'll be answering the questions. What it does, it scans the content on the page, looks at the reviews and tells you the good and bad about the product. So again, we're going to see this roll out. There's no escaping the AI. It's going to be everywhere. So they're positioning it as an AI personal shopping assistant, but of course it's going to improve their conversions by 1 or 2%, and they're going to sell more. That's what's going to happen there with that. But if you use Amazon, do check the app and look out for Rufus and see what you think. Of course, it's been out in the US already for a little while. AI, again, you may have seen this. I'm going to try and play this video. Let's see if it works.
Welcome to Wendy's. What would you like?
Hi, can I get one bacon double stack biggie bag?
What sauce for the Biggie Bag Nuggets?
Can I get barbecue sauce?
Which drink for bacon double stack Biggie Bag?
A Coke, please.
Which drink for bacon double stack Biggie Bag?
A Coca-Cola.
Got it. Anything else?
Also, can I get a Dave's Classic Single?
Got it. Anything else?
On that Dave's Classic Single, can I get no cheese and extra pickles?
Would you like anything else?
Can I get extra extra pickles on the Dave's Single?
Anything else?
Can I get no cheese on the Dave's Single?
So just to spoil it, it's all accurate. So it comes in. So Wendy's in the US famously is using the AI in its drive-through. So you don't talk to a person in the Wendy's. McDonald's did try it as well, but they've stopped it because what they found is that when they had multiple booths going at the same time, the AI was getting confused. It was mixing up the orders between the people. Obviously, Wendy's maybe is not as busy, but they have fully embraced it and rolled out. McDonald's have paused it. So a little bit longer before we talk to an AI at McDonald's here, we'll see. But again, there is, just to show, DoorDash, if you use Just Eat or any of these food delivery services, they have already from December last year introduced an AI ordering system. So if you phone them, you're talking to an AI, not a person. And their aim is to put this into every single restaurant that uses their platform. So again, if you can imagine, not that anyone, of course, but apart from me, maybe on a Friday night ringing a Chinese or an Indian to get an order, and you're on the phone 20 minutes waiting, those days will soon be gone, because they will have an AI that answers every single call instantly, takes the order, it goes into the kitchen. And what that's going to mean for the restaurants is that they're going to have an extra person that can actually hopefully serve or cook or do something in the restaurant that's very productive. And maybe for the customer experience, it's going to be better because we're not going to be waiting. Again, there's talk about job displacement and everything. We'll talk about that for sure. But again, DoorDash has noticed that 50% of calls to a restaurant don't get answered, because again, the person's on the phone and there's no one there. So again, that's going to solve that problem. So that's where AI is going into businesses today, and very, very practical example. Klarna. Again, Klarna is this finance app, very famously launched, used ChatGPT to integrate into its customer service platform. So when you go onto their website, you talk to ChatGPT, basically. They've used the API, so basically plugged in ChatGPT. They uploaded loads of old emails that they use to talk to and chat to old customers, and educated this ChatGPT on their business. And you can see here some stats and facts. So basically, in the first month, it had 2.3 million conversions or chats. It also did, basically what they're saying is it did the work of 700 people. The key thing for them is that it allowed them to talk or to converse in multiple languages, and enabled them to go into 23 new markets. And for customers, people who are waiting on Klarna's website, it meant that they could have their query solved in 2 minutes compared to 11 minutes talking to a customer. And another key thing is that the customer satisfaction, the end user satisfaction, was higher talking to ChatGPT than it was talking to individuals. So again, maybe the system was better trained, it knew the systems and processes, and at the end of the day, we all just want to be served immediately. We don't want to wait 11 minutes in a chat box to get our problem solved. So that's a massive improvement for Klarna, but obviously this has impacts. So Klarna is going to have replace 1,800 more of its staff. So again, they've already cut from 5,000 to 3,800 staff. Most of their staff are in customer service, and now they're going to have a look at another wave of redundancies, I guess, because AI has replaced their jobs. So again, this is examples of the good and bad and what's happening around us. So AI is everywhere. Our banks use AI to alert us if there's a strange transaction. That's what it's AI that sends those messages to us. Our spam filters in our email, that is AI. If you remember Red Eye on phones, that was fixed by AI. Facebook newsfeed. Facebook's been using AI since maybe 2006 to give us information on what it thinks we would like. It was based on AI. So again, it is everywhere around us. But enough of this. Let's get into the fun bit. So again, where we use AI today is definitely around creating content, product descriptions on our website, social media ads. And we use it to help us do SEO and to analyze websites. And again, we can have a look at that. Paid ads, AI will run paid ad campaigns now. And again, it's getting much better. Email marketing, it's incredible. It will write the most amazing emails, get you better open rates, and send custom emails to clients, old and new and unknown. The chatbots, which we looked at, Klarna has, and anyone can have them. There is tools on the market. You can add that to your website, and OpenAI is going to make that easier for anyone to add OpenAI to their, or ChatGPT to their website in the months ahead. And we can have a look at image and video generation as well. So again, let's get into the good stuff. So let's have a look at some AI tools. So when it comes to content creation, we use a few at the moment. Still, ChatGPT is still the king, but there is other ones that we do look at. So there is Google Gemini, which is Google's product. There is Claude AI, which is 50% owned by Amazon. So it is a big player. And I'll be totally honest, that is my favorite. And we're going to have a look at it in a minute. And there is another new kid on the block called Perplexity. And we'll have a look at that. That's a person who left OpenAI or ChatGPT and set up his own business and created Perplexity AI. And as I say, we'll have a look at it live in a minute. And if I was creating content or doing anything, I would be using Claude AI and Perplexity for most of my work, and ChatGPT if I'm looking at data or analyzing data. As I say, we're going to go live and look at these now in a second in practical terms. Just to highlight, the prompt is still the most important thing. So if you can imagine, every single business owner in Northern Ireland or even in the world has access to these super powerful computers. At the end of the day, it comes down to the prompt, what we tell it or ask it to do. So again, like this software and tools are there already. So how are you using it? What are you asking it to do? And is someone being smarter, more efficient using AI than you? Then they might likely win. Or if you're using AI and someone else isn't, which again, we know there's not a lot of people still using AI in Northern Ireland. So we still have an incredible advantage to roll this out in our business and get going. So prompts are everything. If we get it right, it's gold. If we get it wrong, we get something that's not great. Just to highlight some tools, as I say, Grammarly is a tool that I use in everything. It's totally free. You can go paid. It is AI. So basically, it just corrects your English in Word docs and emails and everything. Very, very smart. So I can't recommend it enough. So definitely, if you're tempted, ChatGPT, we're going to have a look at in a second. And this is Claude on the left, which we look at as well, and Google Gemini on the right, which is Google's product. I'll be totally honest. Again, Google Gemini was good to a point a few months ago, but they really do seem to have lost direction. And I do believe ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity are much better than Google Gemini. So again, I wouldn't. I've nearly stopped using Google Gemini altogether. It's good for stats and facts, but apart from that, it's not so good. Perplexity is the new kid on the block, as I mentioned, and you'll see what it does. So basically, it's like a search engine and an AI all in one, and it brings up news topics. It looks at forums, it creates images, it'll find you videos, and we'll have a look at it now, and you can see how it actually works. So we're going to create some content with that. So cool. So let's go in and have a look at this. So again, as we mentioned, I'm going to talk about content here and move on to something else shortly. Just again, if we're looking at ChatGPT, I would say that just to highlight, I know most people will be using chat, which again is good to know. So just to, brilliant. Cool. So again, I'll look at the questions in a little while. But yeah, when it comes to ChatGPT, I know most people are using this as a tool if they're using anything, which is great. But just to highlight a few things in this, do have a look at Explore GPTs if you haven't already, because in here you're going to find just the same as you have on your mobile phone, apps to help you do things. And there's loads around this. So if you're looking to do content, it is a great place to go. You just type in content writing and it will help you. And you can see here again, there's writings already here, productivity, research, education, lifestyle, and programming. So really good apps in here that will help you create really good content. For example, if you wanted to create a logo, just type it in here, logo. And again, you'll get apps. Sadly, my internet's a wee bit slow this morning, but it would come up with a list of tools that are logo creators. And if you wanted to code and write code for a website, you can do that as well. So I see one, it's a wee bit slow here. I see one here that's very famous that writes code. Oh, there's logo now. So for example, here's all these GPTs that people have created. And again, you just select one and then you start a chat. And basically what it's doing is taking all of the power of ChatGPT and giving you options to create a logo. So it's going to, I can say, create a logo for my agency. I should tell it what it is, of course, marketing. The more, again, back to the prompt, the more I give it, the better the response is going to be. I've given it nothing. I didn't tell it any colors or styles or anything. It might even ask me some questions, but you can see we're going on a little bit of a journey here. So these apps are very powerful, and there's more being added every day. So I can only advise, definitely dive into the GPTs and have a look around and see. So again, we're going to have let me see, open to ideas. So it's giving me some prompts to answer and give it some direction, and I'm just saying let's go for it. And the conversation will go over and back, and then it will create this logo for me. So really, really interesting. And again, of course, it's not going to replace a graphic designer who's going to do something very bespoke and get you started. But this is a good way to create some base logos for a new start business, for example. But as I say, there's loads of different things in here, and you can see it's coming up with the concept and why we want different things. So profile 3, leaf, and root, it's all very smart. And again, if I go back into my GPTs, one of my favorite ones, yep.
Is there free versions of ChatGPT and the other softwares as well, or is it just the paid?
Oh, very good. So yeah, so cool. The good thing is, so free is good. Everything we're going to look at has a free option. So every single tool we look at today will have a free option. Brilliant question. Even in ChatGPT and free, you can still use the GPTs. So you don't have to have the paid account. So don't worry about that. But you can obviously do more with the paid account, and there's no doubt. So if you are getting benefit from it, maybe you would sign up and use it for a month and cancel. And that could be a good way to go. But everything we look at today will be free and paid if you like it. So this one here is really good. If I wanted to create a code for a pricing box on my website, I can actually take a photo of a pricing box I've seen on another website and add it, and it will write the code for me, or write the code for a pricing box for my website. And again, I'm giving it no details, free prices, free products. Like there's nothing here. Let's see if it does this, but because I've given it no concept, but away it goes. It's going to ask questions, and then it's going to write the code, and then I can add that to my website. So this again is back to development, writing code and everything. It's really interesting. At the moment, what our developers would do, they would write the code and put it in and test it or check it within these platforms to see how it works, and then implement it on websites. So again, very interesting that this is already there, and you can build out anything you want using this. This will even do games. So again, one of my favorite ones is always Space Invader game based in Northern Ireland. And then again, it asks loads of questions over and back, but it starts writing the code. And at the end of this, you can click on the link and start playing it in your browser. So you can actually play this using your laptop when you've it built in 2 minutes, which is what it probably takes for this to come up with this. And again, if I give it some context, you can see again, Giants, it's already identified Giants Causeway, Celtic symbols, Ulster rugby balls, brilliant. So again, it's a way and doing its magic. I can go get my tea and come back and start playing my game. So again, you can see this is where the AI is already today. Again, how can you use this in your business? One of the things on the paid ChatGPT that's very good is you can add your own attachments. So again, if you have, say, accounts, if you have a business plan, if you have data from your analytics on social media or your website. So again, I'm going to go into Google Search Console for one of our websites here. And what I would do is I would hit export and take the data out. So again, you can download it into CSV or into Sheets. And once you've downloaded it, you can upload it and attach it to ChatGPT and ask it, how is my website performing? So again, I'm just going to get this data when it comes here. I'm going to cheat and see if I can copy it here. We would have done this again 6 months ago, up to 6 months ago, we were doing this manually, but now we've started, or 4 months ago, now we started using this to help us analyze how our website's going. So ideally, you download it and upload it, but I'll see if this will work. I'll paste it in. There's a lot of data. So I'm going to paste that in and see if it'll take it. Because again, ideally, you download, and I'm just being lazy. Let's see. And again, if you don't have the paid account, obviously you can copy and paste it in like I have, especially if it's a smaller site. So again, it's going through, it's already identified this is data from Google Search Console, and it's making best guesses of what I'm after, which is brilliant. So I would ask it then, so what are my best articles, for example? Which should I improve to get more traffic? And can you give me 20 new article ideas? So again, what I'm asking here is I'm asking it. So this is what have taken us 6 hours or 8 hours to go through it manually, because again, when you look at this data, you've got a lot of information to go through. But what I'm doing here is, again, this is probably one of the biggest uses of AI I would have personally, is asking it to analyze volumes of data. So again, it's coming back and saying, look, here's your top articles. It's identified it based on click-through rate and my position in Google. So again, I can see this article here is position 3 for this keyword, and I'm getting a click-through rate of 35%, which is brilliant. And again, I'm going through that so you can see where we are. And then it's identified articles that I should actually go in and improve to get more traffic. So boom, it's like an SEO for me already. So again, these are articles I should go in. So if I go in and optimize these articles, then it's going to get me more traffic nearly immediately. Maybe in 2 or 3 days, I'll see that improvement coming through. And then now it's giving me ideas for new content to write. As I say, we've been testing this and looking at the data and seeing how it analyzes this. And to be honest, we've been implementing on a few of our sites, and the data is incredible. So really, really good and great way to go. So what I would do then here is I would go to these articles on my site and I would actually paste them into ChatGPT and ask it per article, how can I improve it? Get its advice, what's missing to make it the best article in the world. Add those little sections of content or update it as I need to, and then save it and watch, ideally, as we see the traffic just continue, and that's what we want to see. So that's a very good use of ChatGPT. And again, if you're on social media, you can do the exact same. If you've got a website, do this. Just an example, again, business plans, finances, anything like this, really good way to go. And then, of course, as we know, everyone's using it for writing content. Now, again, just to highlight, content is okay in ChatGPT, but it's not the best. It's a base. So we would still approach it that the AI content is a good base and you should add to it. So if I was writing something, give me an article. Again, the prompt, ideally, we'd want 4 or 5 lines of a prompt on things to do in Belfast. And what I'll do is I get a very generic base article back, but ideally what I should have wrote is give me an article on things to do in Belfast that is targeted at Americans who have 2 kids that are teenagers and they're here for a week. Then obviously I'm going to get a much better article. But then, as I say, if there's 100 people doing this exact same thing as we're doing right now, everyone's going to get the exact same article. So we need to make sure that we go in and take it to the next level. It will save time, but we need to improve it. We can't be putting just generic AI content onto our sites, because everyone in a matter of time, everyone's going to have the same content. Google is going to be looking for this original content. Where is the newness? Where's the freshness? So you don't want to be doing that for sure. So that's ChatGPT. And of course, last thing, if you're using a paid ChatGPT, you can make your own ChatGPT. And of course, you can go for company and team as well. So not only can you explore GPTs, but you can make your own as well, and very easy to make. But if we jump into Claude, so Claude is an amazing writing tool. So again, if I go back up here and take this here, and I put it in here. So again, you can see, let me see here. Let me see, I'll just put that in. There we go. That's right. So give me an article that things to do in Belfast. So away it goes. The beautiful thing, let's have a little look. So did it pick up other things that Chat didn't? Just scan it. So St. George's Market, so it's got 6 or 7, 9, 10 places. So again, take a date. So okay, I was going to say take a Giants Causeway in Belfast. Like, again, is it that practical? Let's see. I did see, again, it's really interesting. Look at that, number 10 Giants Causeway here and number 10 ChatGPT. So you can see that the need to write and tweak these articles, because every website is going to have the same content very soon, and we can't have that because Google will just ignore the content. So you really need to make this unique. The best way to do it is to save yourself time, give it an amazing prompt at the start. So maybe your prompt could be 5 lines, it could be 10 lines. Can you give it some information on what you want to cover? So again, if I was doing things to do in Belfast, maybe I would list some of the things I want to feature. I would not let it drive the bus on this one, and then take that article and enhance it. But generally we find the content from Claude is much better than ChatGPT. And again, one of the things I really like is can you write a 3K word article on things to do in Belfast, or I'll write it targeting US family with 2 teams here for 1 week with a car. Cool. So again, and that's still not a good prompt, but you get the idea of where we're going with this. And ChatGPT just would not be able to write a 3,000 word article. So again, this will just go and give me the content, and here we go. So it's giving me the table of contents, and let's see. It's doing its magic. So again, a great base of an article that I could take and then add my own advice and tips per topic to it, embed some images and videos into it from YouTube, and then create something that's very, very useful, which is great. So it's working away, and that's good, and we get at 3,000 words without issue. You can see it's taking a little bit longer here, but it's amazing, and you can get at 3,000. Again, a year ago, to write 3,000 words, gosh, like it maybe would have taken a day to do that, but you can see you can do this and maybe take an hour to improve it. So really, really useful. While that's running and doing its magic, let's jump over to Perplexity AI, a new favorite tool of ours. So again, I'm going to take the same prompt. And so just to highlight, so Claude, so ChatGPT free, and some of the advanced features like the data analytics is paid, but you can do the GPTs, which are great. Claude, again, free. On a paid account, it's about $20 a month, but the free is very, very good. I'll be honest, very, very good. Perplexity, again, for free, you get 5 free goes of the premium tool every single day, and then it drops down to the lower level tool. So again, you can use this paid for free 5 times a day. Again, it's $20 a month for not unlimited, but for a bigger plan. And when you sign into Perplexity, I'm going to ask it the exact same question. So let's see what happens. So I'm on Pro. This is the homepage, and let's hit go, and you can see the difference straight away. So really, what we're seeing here is the key difference between this and the other tools is, and you can see the data here, is it is actually going out and crawling the internet and looking for the latest sites. So you can see, and then it lists the websites that it's got the data from. So you can see again, so it's went and physically checked all of these sites right this second. So again, back to instant access. So Claude has been updated to 2023. I can't remember the exact date, but it's not live. ChatGPT does go and search the internet. Again, it's not perfect, but ChatGPT search is coming very soon. If you're on the wait list, do sign up. Again, I don't know. I very rarely search in Google anymore unless I'm looking for a business. But ChatGPT search is coming, where you will just search within GPT, which is really interesting. What does that mean for our business? Because again, if people aren't using search engines, they're using AI tools. Again, we'll have a look at that as well in a second. But this is what's really different about Perplexity. It is searching and writing this 3,000 words. So brilliant. So it's writing the content. So it's talking about Titanic Quarter. Did this talk about Titanic Quarter? No, it didn't actually. There you go. Really interesting. Black Taxi Tour, the Ulster Museum, Discover the Belfast Hills. Brilliant. George's Market. Everyone loves this date trip to Giant's Causeway. I don't know. Giant's Causeway are paying to get featured in these AI tools. It's good. There's Collins Glen, which is good. Criminal Jail, and so on. Just to highlight, this is a key difference again. So one of the things we know about AIs is they hallucinate and make stuff up. Perplexity is referencing every single statement it makes. So you can actually check. It will not put something in here unless it finds it online. Now, not that it says that online is right, but at least it's better. So again, so for example, it's talking about here the bit. So Granny Annie's, for example, and then it's linking to where it's got that data from. Again, there's another restaurant. It's linking to where it's got that data from. Here again, we're linking to another. So it's linking to a site that it's mentioning things to do. So again, that's it. It basically credits where it's got the data. And again, we've got this looks like a really nice article, and it's pulled up images from the internet. So it will allow you to generate images as well. And you can, in the paid account, you have loads of options to select the models, which we look at. But I've asked it for an illustration. Now, I'll be honest, the photos in these tools aren't great. ChatGPT does photos too. They're okay. But illustrations and graphics and drawings tend to be better. So again, we can keep that work. It's doing its magic. And I can ask it to search videos and it'll go to YouTube. Another reason why it's so important to be doing videos on YouTube. So can you get your video in here? So here's some videos it's recommending that might be relevant to our article. And there's our very rough graphic, but you can see, okay, we've got the black taxis, we've got it's got the new station, maybe very, very artistic, shall we say. The Giant's Causeway has got its, so it's okay. It's not a disaster. It's okay. But again, you can see it. So what I would do now, if I had this article here, I would actually take it and highlight it. Oh, so I get it all and cheat. And I would then go into Claude and I would say, I also have this. Can you review and give me the best article from this in UK English? So basically, I'm getting one AI to correct the other AI's homework. I'm cheating. I'm just, not to say too lazy. So then I would read it at that point. So what I'm doing is getting the best of both worlds, and let's see what it comes back with now. So, and I'll be honest, again, this is just another level of enhancing, and it works incredibly well. We have websites and content like this that we tweaked in on the back of this, and it just it performs so well. So again, we're getting an incredibly detailed article now. Now I would take this and customize it, and we've got a great article. So hopefully that makes sense. As I say, chat does do images too, just in case. Give me an image of the Giant's Causeway, which is, again, it's nice, but they're not, they're definitely not brilliant. But we will look at an image tool that we use now in a second that we think is incredible. So we'll see what chat gives us too. So they're the main tools. So Gemini is okay, but so let's see, right, an article on things to do in Belfast. We used to use it a lot for, so it's Google. We used to use it a lot for data, for statistics, but what we found is now it comes back with more, we can't get you that, or it's failed. The data is just not updated. I don't know what's happened with Google. They seem to be losing this race a wee bit. They do, of course, have Google. When you look in search, they've got, if you look on your mobile phone, you probably have it already. It's not rolled out on desktop fully yet, but they have a thing called generative AI search. So at the top of Google results, you get an AI that tells you the answer. And that's why now the game is, how do you appear in search? So again, we've got our ChatGPT. This is not a bad image here at all. To be honest, I've asked this for this image quite a few times, and it's given me very similar, which is never good. But one of the things here is, again, you can go in and edit. So I can highlight up here and ask it to add loads of birds flying, see that, and then it will edit the image. So you can go over and back and have a debate with it, or a fight, and have it tweak and improve the image to get exactly what you want. And of course, it isn't perfect. We see the colors here and that definitely not right. Again, we could highlight this and tell it, look, make it all black or whatever we need. So you can have a debate over and back, and you will get to something that's usable. AI images, I've found that if you're creating something that's illustrative or historic, or cartoony, you tend to get the better image. So again, so I didn't get my birds there. I'm not going to fight. You sometimes have to. One of the down of the tools, my dodgy internet. That's what. So it's yeah, no, please. Oh.
Like if I create something or
No, thank you. So the question was copyright of images created and content as well. So brilliant question. So copyright only exists if a person creates a piece of art or writes something. Copyright is not bestowed on an AI. So there's no copyright actually on any AI created assets at the moment. That's the copyright law. But watch the space, things might change. Where you can have copyright is, say, on your prompt. So say you developed a big, long, really intricate prompt, then that definitely, because you've created, that's your prompt. But with this, so this image here of Giant's Causeway, for example, there is no copyright on it. But because I've signed up to the T's and C's of ChatGPT, they have given me commercial use of the image. So basically it's mine to use. So again, in the T's and C's, I'm sure they've got something there, but so is this safe to use? Basically, we have a contract with ChatGPT or OpenAI, which is 50% owned by Microsoft. So again, we have a contract there and they have given us the rights to use it. So that's our approach. And it's the same in all of these tools. So again, so you own the asset, but technically, legally, there's no copyright on it, if that makes sense. So it's a bit of a grey area. It's really interesting, and there's definitely more to come on that as the EU laws try and figure all this out. And there is the EU had an AI law earlier this year where definitely bigger companies, if AI is involved in manufacturing or in the creation of a product, then it has to be explicitly highlighted. What we've done is on our websites, we put into the T's and C's that AI has been used to create content on this website. So again, just to be transparent, but to be totally honest, everything we do has had AI in it for a long time, and everything that's created today, all software, everything we use has AI in it. Just it's maybe more in front of mind today than it was 2 or 3 years ago. So that which is not a bad thing, but yeah, it's no, but brilliant question. Yeah, so once you sign up the T's and C's, you've got it, and that is the key thing. So you're safe. That's very important. So if OpenAI and you see lawsuits where they're in court over stealing articles and using it to train their model, so they're going to have to fight that. It's a different story altogether. But for us, we're safe in that respect. So, good question. So thank you. So again, yeah, we've got our article. So we've got an amazing article now that I would take and then customize it. And so again, even the fact that says it's a bit pricey, it's just brilliant. So the two AIs together. But anyway, that's good. And then I say Google Gemini, I nearly more or less stopped using it, sadly. So they'd be the main tools that we would use for content creation for data analytics. So think of ChatGPT. There's no point in creating content for, say, your website or even your social media without understanding what's working. So again, you can download 6 years of data from Facebook, upload it, and get some feedback, right? What was really working in your account, and get some suggestions. Use this as an assistant to help you move your business forward, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Into any of these tools, you would say your performance or your accounts or anything like that.
Yeah.
Does it become publicly, or can it be used to spit out responses to someone else?
No, brilliant. Yeah. So again, the question was if data is uploaded, how private is it? Accounts and that. So again, no, brilliant question. Is that so? If you're on the free account, of any of these, assume anything you put into them is going to change the algorithm, because that's the price they'll give it to you, but they're in their T's and C's. Same as Facebook, they say we're going to use your data to whatever we do. If you want to keep your data safe, which again, if a company was using, say, ChatGPT, which many are, for HR data or for finance, or for even if you want to Google Analytics and private your business plans, then definitely go for the paid account, because it guarantees it's locked in your profile. It doesn't go into the into the ether, so to speak. So again, there is a risk for bigger businesses. I can imagine small business maybe it's okay, you're making the decisions, but you can imagine in many companies there's people maybe using ChatGPT free to do some bits of work, which again, look at Meta. If Facebook was released everywhere, it would be in everyone's phone, no matter what. We'd all be using it in WhatsApp and everything. So it's common. So again, if a company doesn't have an AI policy and maybe give the tools that the team need or are using, then there's a little bit of risk that some of their data might be going out into the internet, which again, you don't necessarily want, for sure. So definitely, yeah, if you're really using it for business, I would suggest go for the paid plans, $20 a month, and just means your data is secure in it, but you'll also get a much stronger and more powerful AI tool as well. So it's definitely worth it. And what you can get from it using data, uploading data is incredible. Like, it can identify products or services or making profit issues. It'll give you prompts. It'll ask you questions. Why are you doing this? What about this? It's amazing. Think of it as your ultimate business consultant for everything. Like, it's amazing. Like, so things that you may not have even asked your accountant, or if you had a co-founder, it's brilliant. It really is good to throw in data and see what it comes back with. So interesting to see. So again, it's the power of the tool is limited by what we ask it and what we give it. So definitely worthwhile doing. So any other questions? So I would say, yeah, again, try Perplexity. It's my favorite at the moment. And your 5 free premium goals a day might be enough for nearly anyone. But it is a really good tool, and the content is amazing. And it gets rid of that fear of not having facts. There is a new thing, just a side note, just to say when we're at Perplexity, there is a new thing that Perplexity have done. They've called it pages. So they have launched pages, so you can write a page in Perplexity and publish it. And I'll have to look elsewhere and say that. I was hoping I'd get in there, but basically what it's what it's doing. So Perplexity was getting about 100,000 visits a year ago per month. Today it's getting about 3 million visits a month. And why that is see this article here. I have written this article, which is great, but I can actually convert it to a page. So if I hit convert to page, it takes this. So it's going to take this. Sadly, there we go. Things to do in Belfast. So it now is converting it to a page, and it's rejigging what I had. And again, where you could use this is for your business. You can say you wanted to rank for a term, things to do in Belfast. Go in and ask this to write it, help it with the content, and then publish the post. So publish it on Perplexity, and then you get some links and visibility in Google search back to your website. So it's a really good, so I can add media here. It's going to go and find it. And I'm going to build out this really interesting article. But again, I would make sure I'm mentioned in it. And then all I do is hit publish. And then this is published onto the internet on Perplexity's website. I've never seen this being done before. It's incredible. We've done it a few times and it really works. And again, they've went from 100,000 visits a month to 3 million in a year, because more and more people are publishing pages on Perplexity. It's kind of like a Wikipedia. So if you do sign up to Perplexity Pro paid version, I would recommend that you publish loads of pages. Publish 10 or 15, even if you do a month, publish 10 pages on your business. Think of your keywords or what you want to be found for, write it. So again, if I was to do it, let me see, I can show you a quick example. So I would say web design Ireland. Let's go. I do something crazy, right? Web design Ireland. So I'm going to write a new article, web design Ireland, and it's going to start writing. I'm going to say, it's going to do its magic. Can you also include profile 3 in this article, and please at the top and write some things that people should consider when getting our website, and include some of profile 3's Google reviews. Sorry, my typing sideways. I'm speed typing, but it knows what I want. So I'm going to ask it now to boom, so improve the article. And then I'm going to let it do it. So obviously you have a cup of tea when you do this and take a wee bit longer. So it's going to Google Maps, pulling out some reviews. It's going to our website, reading our website. There we go, boom. And let's see how the article's shaping up now. So there we go. So brilliant. So what I would do then is I'm going to publish this live online, but I'm going to get a link back to our website for our keyword. And it's a really good way to build traffic to your site. To do this maybe for 10 of your keywords. And it's really, really good. If that makes sense. Very good. So again, I'm going to do it. There it's going. It's referencing us. Brilliant. And I'm just going to hit, when it's finished writing, I'm just going to say convert to page. And let's see now. So it's coming up and I still have a chance. So it doesn't take over everything that it's written. It takes over some of it. So there we go. So in this list, we're magically listed in the top agencies in Ireland. There we go. How did that happen? Who knows? There we go. And then it's talking about this. And then you can publish this on your site. Obviously, tell no one about this. It's amazing. So you can build links to your website using this. And it's a very powerful website. And just share any news you have. So again, if you've got any press releases that you've done recently or anything, just do it. It's really like we're loving it. Again, I would add a wee bit of media here. Really interesting just to highlight this. So if I add media, what it's going to do is find, yeah, that's cool. If I add media here, let's see what it does. Oh, I'm going to have to change that. So again, it'll give me some images here and I can generate an image as well. So again, you can see how you can build out a little article this way. Ideally, you want unique content. So again, if you can mix it up with generated and uploaded images, that's great, but it's doing everything for us. And again, of course, you could take content like this and put it on your website as well. Obviously, just edit a wee bit too. But this, I was going to send it to Ahrefs and show you the traffic, but it is working. So there we go. So I'm going to just try one more image and we post it. So add media. Let's see if it gets. I was going to see if it brought up anything from our website, but it's not loving me today. So I'm going to just delete that and just post it. Let's just post it. So all I do is hit publish and it's live. It's online, done. There we go. So that's how hard it is. So if I can do a talk and still publish a page about our business. So there you go. And you can copy the link and you can share it and so on. But there we go. So do that for maybe your 10 keywords and get those links back to your website. So as you can see, very, very pro Perplexity at the moment, loving it. And I don't think many people are using it. So going back to our, yeah, hit me.
But you need to be on the paid version of Perplexity to be able to use that.
To publish pages, it's paid, but what you can do is sign up for a month, go crazy, and then come back to the free plan and just maintain your 5 searches. To be honest, for $20 to get 10 pages online that link to you, it's incredible value, especially Perplexity is loved at the moment by Google. So I would say it's a no-brainer. I would just definitely do it. It's yeah, bargain. You take it in a day and go crazy, and yeah, it's definitely well worth it. So it's a good investment. Per account, yeah. You can normally get maybe 2 people signed into an account. Not that I've heard. Because yeah, no, I get you. It's if you've got a big team, it can be expensive. So normally 2 people can sign in at once. But what you'll find is that yeah, if you're using the same account as me at the exact same time, then there might be a crossover and it starts falling over. But what you'll find is, yeah, you generally can share logins and you find that people are using it at different times. So you can be strategic for sure. So I've heard. So we want to talk about AI video and photo again. Is anyone doing video at the moment? No. Oh, I'm just going to check chat to see if yeah. So just a question there. So all GPTs are available for free. So anyone that signs up to ChatGPT on we can get the GPTs for free, which is great. So and maybe in time, like the App Store, we might find that these tools do become paid. Let's see. So it's free now. Get in there and use them. So AI video. So AI is doing exactly, we looked at content, what AI is doing for content and businesses. AI is doing the exact same in video. So just to highlight again that AI is all around us and it's here anyway. Here's a tool that we've been using and used for many years called Lumen5, very affordable, $20 or $30 a month, and it will create AI videos for you. And it has been for maybe 8 years or longer. And here's videos that we created 6 years ago using their AI system. Again, it wasn't a buzz thing or anything. You put in a link to your article and it went and got all these images, put them together and had a script and created a video instantaneously, and you just published it. But again, this did work. And as I say, 6 years ago, we were publishing this type of content and it worked. But obviously it's a little bit hotter of a trend today. The tool I wanted to talk to you today about, but not to go loads of tools, is Descript. So it is for voice and video now. So they've just bought another platform and integrated it. So it is incredible if you're not using it. It is podcast and video. And again, it has a free plan at zero, obviously free zero, and then it starts at $12 a month. So just to highlight, so it's 3 minutes long. So
We just had our biggest product launch of the year at Descript. If you didn't see it, I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of the things that I am the most excited about. The headline is this thing that we are calling Underlord. It's our AI assistant editor, because nobody wants a robot overlord, but having an underlord is actually pretty nice. Our goal for Underlord is to have it do all the slow and technical parts sound good so that you can spend your time on the creative parts. For example, improving sound quality, centering your speaker and the camera frame, finding and deleting rambling diversions or retakes in your recordings. Underlord can do all of that for you. And it's integrated in a way that you can review its edits and take what you like. Underlord is the culmination of AI stuff we've been chipping away at for over a year. It's already the most capable AI editing package out there, and it's only going to get stronger in the coming months. Second, our clip creation product is getting a huge upgrade. AI clip selection quality is just way better. Each clip now gets a virality score and an explanation as to why we picked it. We can also do some really cool tricks like creating a highlight reel for your recording. We've now got hundreds of layouts and caption styles you can apply when you're creating your clips. And of course, you can save your own to suit your brand. The great thing about making clips like this in Descript is it's a full video editor. So while you can put AI on autopilot and have it spit out 30 clips that are basically ready to share, you can also go through and handcraft each one using all of Descript's great editing features. Next is another new Underlord power, translation. So after you've created your podcast or clips or content or whatever, you can translate them into 25 different languages. We also have audio translation coming in the next few weeks. So not only will you be able to translate captions, you can translate the speech itself using one of our AI speech stock voices or your own clone of your voice. That's right, you talking in another language. If you want a quick example.
Así es como suena cuando habla en español. Et maintenant, je parle en français.
Number 4, we've added a bunch of new animation features. You can now add animations to build in and out individual layers, and you have more animation easing curves. These are going to make your videos look a lot more polished. 5th, the web version of Descript is out of beta. This is a huge under-the-hood overhaul of Descript.
So again, you get the idea. It's already released the AI voices. It's already in this package. So again, you can talk for a few minutes. It creates an AI version of your voice. So again, you don't have to do videos anymore. You just put in the text and it will make the video of you talking that script. So if you weren't doing videos before, there's definitely no reason not to be doing videos today. And again, with AI doing all the written content, I don't know how many people will continue to write or read as much content as it did before. Still, it's good today, but obviously people, if you think of any of your social platforms, how much video content do you see every day? Even this morning when you're scrolling the feed, how much video, and look at the engagement, a written post versus a video post versus an image. So the effort, but the impact. So you could be writing very, very busy, creating all these written posts, getting no impact, versus creating a video and getting incredible impact. So again, you can see, you can do a video, record a Zoom, upload it into this. And when you're editing, you just delete the words on the left. You don't have to touch the video file at all. So say I wanted to delete my last sentence, I just delete the text and it removes it from the video automatically. So there's no editing at all. So video editors, if there's anyone here, run. I'll be in trouble. But and we have a video team in the office, but we're using the script as well. It just, instead of us again needing as many, maybe we could do much more than we did before. So definitely worth looking out if you're tempted. Again, very good for audio as well.
We just had our biggest
Sure.
product launch of the year at Descript. If you didn't see it, I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of the thing.
This is maybe 40 seconds.
First of all, let's get the basics out of the way. Green apples are a type of orange, obviously. I do that all the time, say the wrong word or mispronounce somebody's name or just generally flub my audio about 1 million times a week. And every time I have to choose between re-recording or spending hours trying to edit around it. But not for long, because at Descript, we're about to launch a new AI tool that'll let you fix your audio and video just by typing like this. First of all, let's get the basics out of the way. Green apples are a type of apple, obviously. And not only will you be able to fix your...
So again, that's AI, so he doesn't have to re-record it. And you wouldn't believe how many times that does happen. But again, yeah, seamless. So video now is not, there's no barrier to video. We can all look good in video. So
first of all, let's get the...
So do check it out. Free, so free version, you can upload a video and it will remove all the ums and ahs and breaks automatically. Without any issues, and then it starts at $12. So again, it's a no-brainer for what you get from it. If you're tempted to do videos, you can upload a video and it'll automatically identify what it thinks are the best clips and give you shorts for social media. And there's so much it can do, and I can imagine it's only going to get smarter and better. So definitely, if you're tempted with video, you can have a look at this. If you need voices, 11 Labs is our favorite still, and I don't think anyone's going to beat it. 11 Labs is incredible for voices. You just go and find a voice that you want. There is Northern Irish accents on it now, and there'll be more coming. I expect this to explode and just be all the voices you need. So if you do need an American voice, if you need something in French, this will do everything to perfection. So again, we can go and see 11 and you don't have to even sign in to test this. So again, we can just go to BBC and type in, let's take a news story. NHS is broken. Right, let's take that. We know that. Right, let's get this. And just to show you how it works without even signing in, you can just go on the homepage and we can have Brian from America. I don't know, we can pick anyone, but anyway, Brian from America is going to read this for us, and you can see
PIM pushed on plans for social care published at 10:38 British summertime, 10:38 BST.
Right, cool.
Next, the PM is asked how the government will reform social care. Starmer says the country needs a national care service, and that's his ambition. He says he wants it to come about with cross-party support and involving as many people as possible. But it starts with the staff, he says, and promises a fair pay agreement for social care staff.
So again, you can see how it deals with commas and full stops and tone. Incredible. Give it a year. I don't know where it's going to be, but with 11 Labs, you can upload your own voice. So you can sign in and read a little bit of script, and it'll take a clone of your voice. And then you can just type in here and say you've got slides, or you've got B-roll of your business, or you have old photos. You can have this. Saturday, you could be sitting watching a movie on Amazon Prime or Netflix on the couch, and type in, get a couple of videos, stick them together, or photos, put them together, type in a little message into this with your voice, and add it as an audio, and there's your social media post done while you're watching the movie. For example, you don't even have to talk or record. It removes all of that. We've had our voices in this maybe a year and a half, and it is incredible. A year ago, you had to put up your voice and wait 30 days for it to come back with the AI voice. Today, it's done maybe in 10 minutes. So it is just amazing. So can't advocate enough for it. Again, classic, it's free for 10,000 characters, or I think it's $11 a month for the first month, then it goes to $22 a month after that if you're using it. So again, no reason why you could not or would not use that for video. Again, we use it for our videos. Here's a video here. We've got a robot voice on, but again, so we're publishing it.
Hey there, tech enthusiasts. I'm Cody, your navigator.
So you can get any type of voice you want. And as I say, there's the pricing of it there. So we use it, and they perform incredibly well in search and in Google. There's no issues people just want content that's good at the end of the day. So that's the pricing plan for 11 Labs. Suno, again, is our favorite music app that you all are using already. No? Yeah, some people, I know some people. So Suno, again, Suno AI. So definitely, yeah, you should be using this for some fun. So again, all of our cats and dogs and everything have a song now, but let me see, right? So about falling in a factory, helping let's get there we go. So cool. So you just type in, oh, I have to sign in. Let me see if I'm logged in. Oh no, hang on, sign in. I think I'll sign in this way. Right, cool. So sign in and you get I think 10 songs free a day. And I think it's $8 a month for commercial. And with that, you might get, I think, to the top of my head, maybe 500 songs a month for that. So it's already making our songs. We'll come back in a second and hear it. So definitely good for fun, for business events and anything. And we're using this flat out on our videos too. So you can hear it. So this is all AI. So AI wrote it, AI singing it, the music's AI, so it's all AI. And it performs incredibly well. So let's go back to Suno. We've given it enough time and let's hear the song. Let's hope it's okay.
In the lab with Colin, master of the schematic, blueprints and
What did I do there? Oh, that was me. I did something there, so I shouldn't have touched that. Let me see, let's try it one last time. So anyway, so there it writes a song that quick. Now you can write the whole song yourself and put it in, or give it just a prompt and it will write it. But basically that's, oh my God.
dude straight magic, wires and cables, a tech addiction, building dreams, pixel perfect precision. Got a presentation, Colin on the scene, fluids in code, speech to machine, beamer fired up, slides looking crisp, data flow smooth, no technical glitch. Colin in the lab, innovations messiah, ideas blaze bright like they caught on fire, set us up right.
See, this is where am I back? Yeah? You can hear me now? Yeah. Oh, cool. Brilliant. Cool. I can share. What I can do is I can copy the song and put that in. Sorry about that. The song is here. Cool. So brilliant. So you get the idea with that. So again, you can see where AI is coming in and, you know, impacting everything that we do in every angle. It's back to, do you know how you can use it and where you could maybe integrate this into your business? But yeah, loads we can do. So again, so cool. So that's, we're all going to be having music songs out then this weekend on social, which is great. If we're doing videos, again, HeyGen is another tool we love at the moment. Again, it's you can use it for free, and I think it's $24 a month if you go for paid. You sit face the camera like this and record yourself, and you can see here there's Stephen in our office, so he's recorded himself, but all of that background and everything is all fake. It's all been added. It's all AI. And in this video, he starts talking in Spanish and Japanese and everything. And it's not actually, it starts with Stephen and then it goes to AI Stephen. So it records him as a person and he then presents the whole video. So he's in the video for a few minutes and then it goes to the AI version of him and you can't tell the difference. I'll be honest. Not that says much about his, his presenting skills or mine, but yeah, it's that good. And again, HeyGen, it takes maybe 2 minutes to do a video of yourself, an AI video of yourself, and it is really, really good. They also introduced a couple of months ago, and who knows what's coming next, is user-generated content. So again, influencers. So AI influencers. So when you see an influencer online now, it might not be a real person. So so these are all AI influencers. So what you do is you take your sales page. So if you're selling a product or service, copy the URL. So say our web design service, I could copy that URL, put it into this here where you just add your link. It takes about 10 seconds, reads the page, pulls a few images from it, writes a script, and you pick your AI influencer and they do a sales pitch about your product or service in any language you want, and it takes about 30 seconds to do this. So just to show you how this looks, and again, this is...
You'll never believe it.
You'll never believe it.
You'll never believe it. You'll never believe it, but I recently found out that you can create UGC-style content.
UGC-style content.
UGC-style content.
These are all
with HeyGen's realistic avatars.
HeyGen's realistic avatars.
HeyGen's realistic avatars.
There are already multiple creators that you can use on HeyGen.
Like me.
Like me.
Like me.
Like me. I'm Lucas.
I'm Kim.
I'm Darren.
I'm Gail. I'm Leah, and I'm so excited to create content with you.
And I'm so excited to create content with you.
And I'm so excited to create content with you.
And I'm so excited to create content with you.
Try out the demo today. Try out the demo today.
Try out the demo today on heygen.com.
Again, you get the idea.
You'll never believe it.
You'll never how that works. And again, it is incredible. Like, it really is. So yeah, very early. I'm just thinking, where's it going to be in 1 or 2 years' time? Like, what's it going to be like? It's going to be hard to know. So again, when you see videos online now, I don't know what the percentage is, but maybe 20 to 30% of them are AI, fully AI generated. And I'd say it's only going to get bigger. So videos used to be like, again, 6 months ago, I was saying, look, do videos because AI hasn't touched it yet. Those it's nearly gone. So again, but people are consuming it. The content is good. So again, if it answers the question, then it's going to keep working and keep going out. CapCut is a really good tool. Again, if you do have videos, it's owned and created by TikTok. It's again another paid tool we would use. It's free as well, of course, free and paid. It's a good video editor for shorts, but it has AI built into it at every aspect. Every tool now, I think, has AI built into it at just how good it is. So really interesting. So CapCut's worth checking out if you're tempted by that. So images, AI images. There's a few apps out there, but we just love Leonardo.ai. So again, I'm just going to jump out and show this. And again, there's ChatGPT that we've looked at already. So if we sign into, so this is Leonardo.ai. And with Leonardo.ai, you can create, I think it's 5 images per day for free. And then it goes to a paid plan. And it's one of the best image generators in the market. Now this is the tool here, a homepage, and it looks like there's loads of features on it. And there is definitely for people who know what they're doing. And that is not me. So I only use 2 or 3 things in here. So when you sign in, just to highlight, so they've got 3 features really that I'm looking at. Again, if you know graphic design or you're into this, you'll know everything in this. You'll eat it alive. But you can add 40 photos of yourself or of your product or of your building, if it's an event place, and add them in here, different angles, and basically train this AI to create images of you. So for example, I created AI or put in some photos of one of our kids. They wanted to be reading a book at the pyramids for World Book Day, and we trained the model and created an image of him sitting outside in front of the pyramids reading a book. And it was, the AI model was trained, and it just worked. It was really, really good. I made like a real photo. You can see here's an image here. So it used to be 50 photos. Now they've reduced it down to need 40. So it's got so much better again in the last 6 months. So that's really good. They have then again just to see the real-time generator. So this is what's in Meta, and this is in WhatsApp and Facebook in America. So if I was in WhatsApp in America and I started typing create a cow walking down the street in Belfast. It is raining and people are around with umbrellas. There is a bus, and you can see how it continues. So it generates live as I go, and then I can tweak it. So again, now the cow's got the umbrella, but anyway, you get the idea. People are wearing oh god, my typing, there we go, it's cracking me, red wellies. And again, it just keeps going. The cow's wearing the red wellies, you get it, but you can keep talking to this and creating the image that you want. Bit of fun, and you can adjust how much fun or not. So again, we've got the umbrella, we've got people, we've got the cow, maybe not perfect, but you can see how you can create an image again in a couple of seconds. Maybe in 30 seconds, 60 seconds, you could have a really good interesting image. So cool image creation, and this is where I really go, and this is where I do most of what we're doing, and this is where our team would use it all the time. So it's in image creation, and we're using the paid plan, and we are using, they have a couple of different models, so you do cartoons and all this good stuff. So I'll be honest, I just know how to use this one thing. It's set for me, and that's it. So I just use one called Phoenix. And what is good with it, so again, I'm just going to close this, is I just go in here and I type a prompt. So again, I've used this one before, but I'll do it again. So basketball, ball on a table. So again, what's good about Phoenix is that there is an AI in here. And if you remember back at the start, we said it's all down to the prompt, how good your prompt is. So this is a very bad prompt. I should be very descriptive, but thankfully in Phoenix, in Leonardo, there is an AI, and it corrects my prompt, and it's going now. It's made my prompt very good. Hang on, I'll just see. So it's a solitary worn leather-bound basketball rests on a rustic wooden table. So it's made this mad prompt that I just wouldn't be able to do. And there we've got my basketball. What's really nice about this is I want this. Can we make it blue so I can talk to the AI? Make it blue and add some text on the screen. Belfast 2024. And this was one of the big challenges with AI, is how it couldn't do text really well. So again, now I've asked it. So I'm in fast, I can move to quality. And again, I can get images for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, it's all set automatically for me, depending on what I wanted. So again, now it's going to give me, hopefully, so there we go. So now we've got, so let's see. So I've asked for 4 images. So this one, Belfast 2024 is in the background, just about, I think it's failed. Here we've got it, nice. I could get that sharper. I can ask it for sharper. Yeah, brilliant. And again, my prompt was very bad. I didn't tell it what font I needed it, where I needed it, but it made some decisions. That's great. I'm going to continue now. I'm going to change it to high quality, and I'm going to change it now. I'm going to say, right, add, and, oh, spell that wrong. People playing in the background. Oh, Grammarly saved me there. Look at that. Brilliant. Oh, did it go in? Yeah, excellent. Yeah, cool. And we leave it at that. So you can see how you can get to your perfect image that you want. So again, 6 months ago, you couldn't do this. I think the Phoenix only launched maybe 2 or 3 months ago now. But we use it aggressively every day. It is incredible. So again, so it's taken it, so it's put Belfast 2024 in the trophy. So it's, again, using the AI. We've got my basketball players in the back. I've got my blue ball on my wooden table. Again, if I was there, champions, looks amazing. Again, brilliant. The trophy is great. And Belfast, look at that at the back. Oh, we've got a wee bit of it dodgy. And I can, if I like one of these images, I can ask it to improve it. So I'm going to ask it to upscale this one. I like this. I like the table isn't real. There's a wee bit damaged, so I can ask it to upscale it, or I can turn any of these into a GIF. So I'm going to ask this one. Let's see, pick this one. So I'm going to ask it to upscale this one, so make it even higher quality, say for print. So it's going to do its magic. It takes a few seconds. We go back, it's working, and then I'm going to ask it to turn this one into a video, into a GIF. So again, it's asking me how much movement do I want. I'm just going to let it go and hit Done, and let's close that. Right, cool. I don't know what's there. So there we go. So my image here has been upscaled. So let's have a look. Oh, is that the right one? Sorry, that's it there. So it's improved this image. So again, you can see the table looks better quality. I don't know if, again, maybe I preferred it before. So it's added elements to it, but I could have another conversation if I wanted to change it just to show you the GIF. And that's how we create incredible photos. But if you wanted a product, you can upload your product and have a model hold it, or anything that you want in that respect. So very interesting, very interesting. So you can create GIFs with that. Any questions on images or videos? Too easy. So you can try Leonardo for free. Again, we'll see what this video is. Sometimes it works amazingly. Sometimes it's a little bit ropey. Again, you know, it's funny, you know, you're waiting 20 seconds or 30 seconds. It feels like ages. Yeah, please. No, it's cool.
Sorry about that.
No,
But can you create things like logos on this one?
Yeah.
On Leonardo,
Mhm.
and that's the best one. Do you think?
It is brilliant, yeah. No, you can do logos for sure. If you've got a sample image that you like. So for example, if I was down at Giant's Causeway, if I took a photo of it, I can attach the photo here and get it to use as a base and build off that as well. So you can add a photo and have a conversation with it. So if there's styles you like, or if you want a logo, just type in exactly the better the prompt and just have a conversation over and back and get a really nice logo. But definitely if you're doing something bespoke, this is a good place to go. There is other AI tools. There's actually logos. Just I would Google logo, AI logo. There's loads of tools out there. Oh gosh, yeah, loads of them. Most of the likes of Wix and places like this will do it actually for free to try and get you into get the website. So you'll find paid and free versions out there, but there's a lot of free logo tools out there. So really, really good. Logos are something that's done a lot. So yeah, no. And there's we've got some movement in the background. So that's a nice little GIF that I can download and use it maybe in something. So again, if I was doing a video about anything, I could create some video content that doesn't exist, and it just opens up so many possibilities to us. Again, if I wanted something like this before, I would have had to physically go and record it or buy stock, but now I can get something that's very bespoke, even having the names on it as well. And it's not this tool maybe, as I said, you know, again, the Phoenix, it's out no time at all, and it's just getting better. Leonardo has just been purchased by Canva AI, or sorry, Canva, the design platform, for a couple of billion. And I would expect Canva's AI game to really increase. It was way behind, but they've just purchased this now, so it's going to change rapidly. So there's a lot of consolidation in the market. So really interesting to see that as well. So you can do images in ChatGPT. Here's a prompt again, focusing on travel. It's okay. You probably get away with it, but not great. But if you need a casual image, something different, and you're not too specific, you can get images from ChatGPT. It's okay. Not world class, but okay. So cool. So we'll jump on to have a quick look at social media. So obviously for social media, if we're thinking of social, how can I use AI for social? We can use it for analyzing our data to help us create content, to help us create videos and images. Back to your creativity. So Halloween's coming up. How can you integrate Halloween into your business? There's so much you can do with, say, Leonardo, and have some crazy fun. But yeah, and of course AI chatbots as well. So there's loads of ways that you can use it. But some of the ways we there is anyone doing paid ads at the moment or not? No, cool. Well, if you are, there's AI tools out there that do run the paid ads. Let's see if this is quick.
Here is how you can generate all these ad creatives under 1 minute. So the first thing you're gonna need is a brand. When you create a brand, it's super simple. You're gonna write your brand name, your brand logo. Simply go to your website, download your logo if you don't have it in hand. Otherwise, a PNG without a transparent background is gonna do the work. And then you'll need to choose your colors. If you're not sure about those things, you can go and use our Chrome extension. That's gonna help you find the colors. If not, you can use one of our recommendations, and make sure to write your brand description. That's gonna help us a lot. And on the next step, what we are gonna do when you have your brand, you're gonna easily create your first project. Project is basically a size, depending on your platform, could be post, landscape, story, vertical, or pin size. And after you select your size, I'm gonna go with post on this one. You need to write your project description. So it's going to be an ad about Creative AI. So Creative AI is a self-service platform that allows you to generate ad creatives that sell. That's amazing. And the target audience would be advertisers. So the biggest part is pretty much done. Here, this is where you write your headline, punchline, description, and the call to action. But we brought you this amazing feature that's gonna help you actually write those texts, so they're gonna be pre-written, and if you want, you can edit based on that. So get the best selling ad creative. So I would be like, get the best ad creatives. I'm going a bit fast here. Your customers will love this. This is perfect. The rest of it is perfect. I just like my call to actions a bit precise. Sign up now. So the text is done. The preview looks good. On the last step, I'm just going to be selecting a background. So let's say Facebook ads. Let's see if you're going to be able to find something amazing. Don't forget that these ad creatives are completely free. So I'm just going to go write test. And that's pretty much it. So what we've done is that brand, when you create a brand, you can create a project. You give all the information to Creative AI, and Creative AI is going to generate you conversion-focused ad creatives that are basically designed to bring you sales leads, whatever your conversion is. So if you're happy with one of those, go ahead.
So again, it just makes, so I think it made 100 posts, suggested posts in whatever that time was. So again, that's where AI can help us. Then you go in and pick which ones are aligned best to your business. So again, ad creatives.
Here is how you
again,
can generate.
There is other tools out there. People love it, and then people can't unsubscribe from it. So again, I'm always highlighting this. So people, for some reason, can't get cancelled, but people that do use it do love it. Some people that sign up, you have to pay for the test, but there is, again, just to show you what is available. And there is other tools out there that do this. So even advertising, maybe it's interesting, not many people are advertising at the moment, probably because of cost and lack of knowledge. Well, very, very soon, if not already, it's going to be very easy to create ads. Like you just go in, like this person did, and type in a little bit about your business, and you could be running ads very, very cost effectively. So it's really interesting and exciting for businesses, what's nearly with us. There's loads of AI tools out there that specialize in social media. So here's one, for example, again, very interesting to have a look. And there is loads. You've got two types of tools. You've got the tools that are AI tools first that do something. And then you've got the historic tools that have added AI. So obviously the AI first tools are going to be better at AI, no doubt. And then you have the tools that have added AI. So this tool here, FeedHive, for example, it uses AI to rework your old posts and repost them on different platforms, and it connects to nearly every platform there is. So again, we use AI on some of our social networks, and where we use it aggressively is on platforms that we don't exist on. So Pinterest, Twitter, we would be posting aggressively on those with AI and no individual involved, because we wouldn't be necessarily posting on those already. So again, it's getting our voice out there, getting us links and mentions on those brands. We just wouldn't have the resources and wouldn't be interested maybe in posting loads on Twitter. But again, we are there, if that makes sense. So again, it's a good way to, you can see where people and AI could come together, and you can use that in your tool. So I say there's loads of them, just a few. I know some people use AI, but these are historic social media tools that have added in AI. And it's interesting, so Social Sprout has added in for analytics, but we've seen how we can do analytics. It's very good for analytics. And again, they've focused on post scheduling and content optimization. So really what they're trying to do is help us posting more content at better times that are good for our business. And that's what generally they all are doing. So it's really interesting. And again, if you're using a social media tool, or it potentially has AI in it already. So cool. So just if you're implementing AI into your business, what I would suggest is just think of where you want AI to help you. So where's there maybe opportunities? Is it to scale your marketing that you don't really have budget to do that, or hours to do marketing? Is it to help you talk to customers? And again, if there's questions around that, I can show you some tools that will help you with that. Is it automating processes and what you do? Again, we'll have a look at two of those now straight away. So once you figure out, like, is it to save cost or do more, get more sales? Where do you want to help? Then you want to look at what AI can help you with that. And then you want to implement that one AI tool and test it. Because what we find is sometimes in companies that go around and add 5 AI tools all at once. Don't do that. Just pick an area, bring in a tool, fix that problem, and move on to the next one. So, for example, it could be content creation. Let's get that nailed. And then let's go look at video, and then let's get that done. Then look at customer service. And so where can we implement AI to help us be digitally transformed, to scale what we do? And if you do that, you're going to have success. Where we see companies fail with AI is when they try and do all of this at one time. So definitely that'll be the way to go. So just to highlight 2 tools. So automation, just to show you this one. So we talked about automations, our favorite automation tool. And if you remember, I was mentioning automation plus AI is incredible. So automation, it sounds so high end, and it is for some companies. Some businesses have been using it for a long time, but it's so easy for anyone to implement. So Zapier is one example of how you do this, and everything is preset for us. So any of us can go in here in 5 minutes and have this set up. So just to show you this, so it's connected to 3,000 platforms out there. So Facebook, like Slack, Teams, everything you can think of. But just to show you down here, so how it works is, let me find a good one. Yeah, okay, cool. Here's AI automation here. So we look at one of these. So what it is you sign in. You don't sign it. You go and have a look at their zaps, they're called, or templates. And what you do then is, if you see a zap that you like, you then connect your platforms to it and fill in the exact information and press save, and it takes care of everything. So an example of a zap is this very first box here. So this isn't a zap, so it'll make sense now. So if I was to connect my email account to it, so this draft email replies to customers. So say I have an email at our company, it's sales@profitsuite.com, and customers email in all the time. We could have a Zap set up that takes, so basically what it does, it connects to the email account. It takes every new email that comes in, brings it to ChatGPT, writes a draft reply based on the prompt that we've put into this, and then saves that reply as a draft in the email. So then for one of our reps then could go back and just scan it, it's okay, and hit save. Or we can have it send it if we want. So we can have ChatGPT reply to every single email that comes into our inbox using this. And it probably takes about 10 minutes to set up. And instead of, so say someone emailed you and they get a thank you for contacting us, we'll come back to you within 24 hours, they will get a custom reply to what they've said. So if they've said, look, I want to find out about your web design service, the reply will be, thank you for asking about a web design service. We'll have someone from a web team come back to you within whatever it is, next 24 hours. So again, you get custom emails. So it's a very good way. So that's automation, buying you time. It's going to the next level. So that's just an example of a Zap, but there's thousands of them. So definitely worth scanning through. It'll help you create social media posts. It'll write social media posts. It'll post social media. It'll do everything that you can think of. It's there. And people have created these apps and post them for free. And you do pay. So Zapier is free for a base level, and then it's paid as you move up. But definitely just go and have a look and go through, scan through these apps and see if there's anything there that might save you time. It'll give you ideas. And you can add automation and AI into your business very easily. So that's one way to do it. Another tool, in case you're tempted, because we did mention it, is, again, I have a paid subscription. This one, I use it a lot personally. I use it every single day. It's Harpa, HARPA.ai. And again, it's free. I have a paid subscription because I'm hitting it maybe 100 times a day, but the free level is probably fine for most. It adds to your browser, and basically what it does is, it will, so if I go onto YouTube and there's a video that's an hour long, I press a button, it gives me a summary of the video. If I go on to a competitor's website and I want to be told if they change their pricing or change their product, I just hit that automate button, and it then saves that page and asks me how many times did do I want it to check the page? So I can set it that it checks their page every single day. And if any word on that page changes, to send me an email with the change. So if they change their price, I can get it. I would use it a wee bit for Amazon. So if I'm watching something, I'm waiting for it to drop in price, I can get my wee alert saying it's right, it's dropped down to the price, and get my alert and purchase it. But you can set automations. You can go into your email and it will reply to all of your emails. So it will read your email and reply again on the free plan. So again, so it's worth trying just to see how powerful this AI is. I can go to any single page on a website, and it will tell me the keywords on the page. It will tell me what the content is like, what if they're missing any content. You just ask it, analyze this content. If I'm reading a long article, it will give me the summary of the article points. Very, very strong productivity tool. And again, 400,000 people are using it, and a 4.9% rating. So really, really useful. It's worth taking 10 minutes. There's a 6-minute video on the homepage here. It's worth it's worth having a look and see. Actually, the first 10 seconds tells you what it does. But definitely worth adding and trying.
Welcome to Harpa 101. Harpa is the most practical AI agent for the web, capable of summarizing long videos and websites, writing emails for you in your unique voice, correcting mistakes in texts, helping you pass exams, composing articles, extracting keywords and auditing websites for SEO, monitoring website data and prices, and searching the web.
So again, it's very easy to use. The free plan will do all of that for you. It's only if you're really using it a lot would you ever go to the paid. So definitely worth trying. So again, so I was going to say, any other questions or thoughts? No. No. It's easy. No. So for writing, use Perplexity. For images, use Leonardo. If you're going to do videos, use Descript and HeyGen. And then for keeping an eye on the competition and for auditing websites, use Harpa. And again, all of these you can use for free to do what you need. So that's a good way to go. And then if you need some other stuff, then there is other levels you can go to. But and again, don't just focus on one. And if you nail one right now, so if it's content, become the ninja at content, master it, and then you can move on to something else in the future. So yeah, there's so many more, but I would just take one and own it, and then go to the next one. And it'll make a big difference in what you're doing. That makes sense. Yeah.
You're doing a Zoom, say, in France.
Yeah.
And don't speak French.
No.
The person listening to you has some English, but not good English. Is there any way where what I say can be automatically translated?
Oh, yes. So Google, let me see, Google Translate. So there's a question on translation. So Google, what mobile phone do you use?
Or iPhone.
iPhone, gotcha. I wonder, is it?
I normally do Zoom on a laptop.
Yeah, Pixel. Yeah. So you've seen the. I don't say change phone. That's interesting. I'm going to have a wee dig on that one. I don't know if you've seen this. Again, I'd need to have a wee look and see if that is in Zoom, but it's a brilliant question. So the question is around how do we translate in Zoom? I was looking Google Pixel translation advert. Sorry, just last time I give up. I should have used Harpa. It would have got me. This.
Can it be a two-way thing?
Yeah. Well, this definitely. So it does it. 100%.
Google Pixel 8a. With live translate, so you can eat like a local. Pretty much anywhere. That's Google AI.
So basically,
Google
with Google Pixel, again, I need to just say in Zoom, but Google Pixel, you can have a phone call with someone, and it translates it. So the person hears our local language, so they would hear French, and you would hear English.
I speak
as you speak. Yeah.
So if I'm speaking to you now,
yeah,
you're in France.
Yeah.
You're hearing me in French.
I'd hear you in French. And then
what Northern
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It could be an American dodgy accent. So again, yeah. So with the Google Pixel phone, the brand new in the south, So I can ring you or sorry, the business in France, and they will hear French while I'm talking English. So it's live voice translate, and it's on the phone. So again, in Zoom, I don't know if it's there yet, but I'm pretty sure there'll be tools that will help with that. But that's the best. I'll be honest, that's the best I've seen. I just can't find it. And there's a really good advert that shows it. It's a taxi advert, airport, but I'm not having any luck with it here. But anyway, it's it is possible, and Google Pixel phone does have it built in. As I say, I'm just trying to find what it is, but maybe I'll get your details when we're finished, and I can have a dig and send you something up.
Can you actually do like a presentation? You know, say you were putting PowerPoint through and stuff and all that.
So yeah, so if I was doing a presentation in a foreign language, what I would do is I would use one of those tools like HeyGen or one of those videos tools or Descript. So I would do it in English and then let it translate for me. That's how I would do it if I was doing it that way. So especially if it was a presentation, I just do it in English, go in, upload it, and have it translated into French and take it. And the good thing is French is a common language. My expectation would be really good. Like it'd be pretty good now.
Would you need to be there? You know, could you do the presentation first?
Oh no, I do it. I'd pre-record it, do it, and upload it, and take it as a video.
Right.
And then have it in French. So again, say you're selling into France, do the video, do the presentation in English, and then have it translated into every language that you need, French and everything. Even do your FAQs, you know, frequently asked questions, and do them as well. And ideally, you could build out a section on your website for French or in French, and then you could have it all translated using the AI. But it could be you talking on the screen, but you're talking French, if that makes sense. Yeah. So HeyGen, HeyGen is probably the best bet for that. And it'll cost you to do it in a month. It'll probably cost you $24, maybe $48, and you could have.
Yeah. And if you're doing it live, would you put the video you're on the screen?
I'm pretty sure, again, I need to check. I think Teams does that. I think Zoom, there might be an option to do it. Oh, there is. I've done it in some countries in Europe. So there is a function on it that it will translate the text to the local language. So it'll come up in subtitles in the local language. So there is a translate tool in Zoom that does already, but I haven't seen the voice one, or haven't used it. But my thought is my advice would you use HeyGen, do the video of it and upload it and get the video file, and then you'll have it forever, and then just send it out or have it on your website for people to watch. But it'll be totally in French and you talking, so it'll be perfect. Talking French. And then press the customer. It was up perfect. And it is, if you're in a phone shop, Google Pixel.
That's a phone. That's a separate phone.
Yeah, so instead of Apple again, I haven't seen the Apple 16 yet. What they've launched this week, they're a wee bit behind, I think. But it will come. It'll give you a glimpse of coming. We'll have it on our Apple phones as well. But Google Translate is definitely ahead of that, and it's amazing.
Google Pixel 8.
Google Pixel, yeah, it's the last Pixel phone. So worth having a look, because again, it does the live conversation. You can imagine for business, if that is something it's a blocker, then that might be very good to do.
Do they have to have a similar phone to receive it? Or
No. It comes through the phone. So cool. So again, I don't know if there's any businesses here very quickly to say, so even Google Maps has went AI. So if you open Google Maps app, if you use Google Maps for your business, reviews and everything is so important. So Google Maps has fully rolled out AI. So when you open the app now, it's looked at where you've been and what you like, and it's going to make recommendations for where you go to eat and buy and where you do business based on your history and your reviews. So again, it's amazing. But back to business, so how do we make sure we appear? So Google again is using AI to pull out keywords in that people are saying and placing it at the top, and that's how they're ranking your system. So again, if you are a business, just have a watch at what Google is identifying within your maps because again, if people are looking for you, but that leans into very heavily into Google search as well. And we're talking about how do we get found in Google. So if I go back to Perplexity and let's start a new chat, and let's say list the best. No, this is the pressure's on now. So list the best web design agency in Belfast. Now this the pressure's on. So I don't expect us to be here, but why or who, what's it doing to pick who's here? How do we get here? This is the next thing. So we all look at Google and everything else. So again, you've got, okay, well, woo! I wonder would that be anything to do with articles published on Perplexity? I wonder, eh? So again, I'll be totally honest, see, about a week ago, we weren't even in the list and there was a lot of sweating going on. So the articles published on Perplexity worked. But where's your business in this? So if I was to say, you know, we're in a office rental space. So if I was to type working out rent in Belfast, would Innovation Factory come top or not? That is the new search. That is where people search. I don't use Google anymore unless I'm looking for a business I know. I just use my AI. I use Perplexity or I use ChatGPT and search in it. So how do you make sure your business is in here? So again, just to highlight that, it's important. The content on your website. So use the AI tool to get loads of content on your website to make sure Google knows what your business is about. Focus on Google Map reviews, Bing reviews. We're all starting to think of Bing, even Apple Maps. There's different relationships here. So again, we haven't updated. I think our Apple Maps still has our address here, so I need to update it. So again, these are maps, your map profile, your review profile, and the content on your website, very important. Because if you don't appear in the search, it's not good because people may not be searching in Google as much going forward. So AI is taking over everything. So again, how do you make sure that you appear here? Very, very important. So if I go into ChatGPT and ask the same, like again, let's do it. Go into pressure zone, go to Claude, and again, like how do you make sure? So we'll ask them all, just to be fair. And I don't expect, like I was shocked there, I'll see, but I think I know why. So Claude's saying it can't do it. Okay, it's telling me how to do it. So that's interesting because Claude is not connected to the internet. And there we go. There's ChatGPT's got 6 websites. So we're number 3. So why are we number 3? Why are we not number 1? So how to get them be, but I'm delighted we're in the 6 even because there must be 20 or 50. But what's happened to the other companies that aren't here? Why are they not here? So what are they not doing? So again, it's content on your website, it's reviews, with back to that the pullout, and let me see where it's at. Yeah, so just get reviews and just make sure your profiles are updated online. And again, I would say even use AI. So you've seen how we hacked Perplexity there a wee bit, so we cheated. So yeah, so I don't know how, yeah, we all know that one, but anyway, so cool. So I was gonna, and again, I'll do questions now. I was gonna ask a favor as ever. Google Maps, you know, I have a gig. I'm hoping I get 5 or 6 people. I wanted to test something. So if you're up for it, if anyone's up for it, it'd be brilliant online or here in person. So these are the AI keywords that we rank for at the moment. We don't rank for AI training or AI agency. I was hoping if anyone's up for doing a review for us, so you search for profile 3 and using that keyword or phrase. And then what you'll be able to do is go back in a week or 2 and you'll see if 4 or 5 people have used it, does it automatically go in here? One tip I will give you on Google Maps, if you get a review, reply to it in 24 hours. So Google has actually mentioned in one of the interviews I've seen there that if a review is not answered in 24 hours, it degrades in their ranking. They want to see someone replying in 24 hours. So if you do get a review, 24 hours is the time to reply. So very important. But cool. More questions? Hit me. AI. Back to AI. Everyone's going to be using the AI now. You're comfortable. No more questions. No, easy.
It's slow. Sorry, but I
No.
wondered if no one's asked this before. Like for me, it's amazing. Like I definitely use ChatGPT. I use
Good.
AI for my business and stuff, but I like have the fear that we're just going to lose all our creativity. Like for me, it's so bananas that you would get a robot to reply. Like I feel like a fraud if I'm communicating with another human.
Totally.
And then what if they scoop you? Like
Yeah.
in my role, like what if they scoop me as business growth? I haven't used AI for anything. Where is the ethical? Where do we stand at it? And what about our kids even? Like,
Yeah, that's
or
right.
do we, as the world is evolving, are people going to be doing English GCSE on AI? Maybe they are, but what happens to our brains?
Totally, no, great question. So where do we sit with using this as in the business ethics of using AI? So it's really interesting. I would say that actually AI has been used on us by the banks and Facebook for maybe 10 years. We just haven't seen it. What's probably happened now is us as small businesses have an opportunity to use AI because it's become so cheap. ChatGPT sent out an email last night that they have reduced their cost by 50%. I guess probably the second time in maybe 3 months, from the 2nd of October, not for us as you $20, but for people to use it and integrate into their platform. It is pennies, like pennies. Leonardo, I think it must cost, we must get 50 photos for a penny in Leonardo. Like, it's so cheap. So from my view, it's just probably leveling the playing field. We have a chance to fight against these big guys who are using this, and you wonder how these big companies make these super profits. Like, this is our chance to scale and do what we do. I would love to help more businesses and reply to my email, so I can see I'm using AI to help me scale. But yeah, I'd be worried about replacing. So I think, yeah, we all use AI to do more and do the high value stuff and let it do the low value stuff. So, for example, replying to a customer to send an email, that initial reply, if it's AI, brilliant. If it means I'm on a call with a client helping them, as opposed to typing another email, so I think it's the mix of your expertise and creativity on top of AI, but then it amplifies it out so much. So again, I could write one article, or I can write 10 articles and have my spin on all of those and get it published. So and that's the push factor. Then you've got the pull factor, or well, that's the pull factor and push. The problem is our competitors are using AI. So if you aren't using it, and so if you and I are competing and you're not publishing pages in Perplexity, for example, or that are using it, then give me 6 months, you're in big trouble, I think, because whether we like it or not, the river is flowing this way, and we're all in the boat at the moment. So paddle like crazy and go and use it, because as we know, not many businesses here in Northern Ireland are using this yet. So you have an advantage you could take a day now and add 20 articles to your website, which is going to be 20 more than the competition won't do. And you could have all of those keywords in traffic, and they might wake up in a year's time and start looking at this, but you're going to be miles ahead. So definitely I'd say it's AI plus us is the win. AI in its own disaster, like I agree, but yeah. And schools, I think they'll have to roll it out, and everyone will have to be educated in AI. I think that it is, like, again, it is the future, so no escape on that one. I think it's here. But
keep the curriculum so dated that that'll work in our favor for once, because hopefully they won't get onto it.
Yeah, no, totally. And someone's here's saying, yeah, fear of a crisis communication, yeah, scenario. Yeah, if the content is manipulated or getting control for reputation management, how can it be safe proofed? So yeah, no, brilliant question. So the comms, like for the example, that Zapier, the Zap that we looked at for automation, that was built in. So basically it was reading the text, or reading the email, and it was then writing the reply and putting it into draft. So still a human had to check it and reply, but there's no doubt in time that even that fear will go away. But that's how you do. You'd always have to be safe, you could have a human check everything before it's published. Well, we'd always recommend that if you write an article in AI, it has to be human edited. If you're doing comms, ideally it would be human checked, but it just depends on where you are, I guess, in the business. There's so much AI content. There's so many platforms that would create content using AI that you will never see and would publish on your social platform. And it's happening, and it has been happening for years. I think the big companies have had it. As I say, now it's our chance, so to speak, to level the playing field. But yeah, I can understand you do want to have that human element of checks in there. But if a big organization is getting hundreds of emails, then they can get the comms down. If we look back to the example of Klarna, like they went straight in and 2.3 million, and I'm sure the data was, they're doing spot checks and everything and getting feedback. But again, there's 2.3 million conversations in the first month using ChatGPT or OpenAI, and it's getting a better score than humans. which is the scary things, because people do not want to wait. So if you had the choice, talk to a robot. The difference is the old robots, you used to talk to it and you didn't get an answer and you still had to talk to someone. It was very frustrating. You felt you wasted 10 minutes of your life because it just sent you to a web page. The difference today is these robots are trained in everything about the business. They know everything and they respond. And I don't know if you've interacted with one or not. We might have one live on one of our websites. I don't know if it's still on it or not. And this is ChatGPT. If it's on it still, they might have taken it down. Oh no, it's still there. So this has been trained. So tell me, let's see if it works. Tell me about Irish food. I don't know if that, again, I think they were disconnecting, so I'm surprised it's still here. There we go. So it has been trained. So it's a food and drink website. It's been trained on the content on the website. And again, it's only been, so it doesn't have access to the internet. It's only access to the food or the recipes or the rest of food on this website. So this is a smart AI, but you can see how quickly it went through all of our content. So again, if this was a tech website or had queries that were very technical, again, the answer, I could have a chat. There's no waiting. It's instant, boom.